Okay, let's get to Team Oscar. What was it like to be on stage with the people, Gina, like with all the winners, and you actually passed out the last award of the night to Steve McQueen?
Can you tell us what that was even all about? A lot of people still don't know.
What specifically?
So tell about Team Oscars.
Okay, so it was a contest ran by the Academy and the Academy of Motion Pictures and Sciences, and they were looking for the top 6 filmmakers, not top, but what they felt was the top 6 people who could contribute to the future of film. And luckily I was selected as one of them. And our job was to be the presenters of the statuettes that were the Oscars to the celebrity presenters, who then would give it to the winners. Mm-hmm. So we were third in line to the winners.
Yeah.
So throughout the whole week, I met everyone who I presented to personally, the statues to the presenters. I met throughout the week for rehearsals.
Who are some of the people that you got to deliver the statues to?
Jason Sudeikis.
Wow.
Samuel L. Jackson. Who?
Laura Croft.
Oh, Angelina Jolie.
Oh my God, she's my favorite actress.
Yeah, she was nice. And yeah, those people. And then on the big night when I gave it to I was one of the people. All right, so a lot of people have seen this picture of me handing the Oscar to Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
So what went down?
It's viral. It's a viral.
Oh yeah, there's like a GIF on it because he like snatched it from me and like almost took my arm with him. But what went down with that was that I was only gonna go on stage if 12 Years a Slave won. So there was two.
Oh.
So
Wow.
yeah, so there was.
Because there were so many awards to pass out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Katie was on that one. Yeah.
Okay.
So only if 12 Years a Slave won I would have gone out. And me personally, I wanted Gravity to win. But at that moment, I had the statue on my hand, and if 12 Years didn't win, they would have taken it from me, and the other 2 people would have gone out.
Okay.
So when I was in that hallway waiting for the winner to be
Yeah,
announced, I was
years,
like 12 years.
Or he was like Gravity, but 12 years.
So you wanted it just as bad as Steve McQueen did.
Exactly, yeah. So then they were like 12 years, and I was like, oh, let's go.
You're like, oh.
And I walked out, and the first person who had the first 2 statues had to give it to Will Smith because that was his job. He has to give it 2 statues to the presenters.
Okay.
And obviously Will Smith can't carry 5 statues at one time, or maybe he can because he's a really talented dude. But so the first guy gave it to Will Smith, 2 statues. The girl gave 2 statues to, I've been looking at pictures and I've seen her give him. I saw that she gave it to Will Smith as well. So that means that Will Smith got the first 2 statues from the first guy. He gave them to one of the winners. Then she gave the 2 statues to Will Smith. But me, I was like, no, I'm gonna give it to Steve McQueen because he's the director and I want to make cinematic history by being a part of that moment. And maybe it'll catch on to me one day in our futures. So then I looked for Steve McQueen. And then I saw that the camera was like kind of like pinpointed at Steve McQueen, so I just stepped in front of the camera. I was like, "Here you go." Well, I didn't say "Here you go." I just smiled at him, and then he just snatched it out of my hand. I patted him on his back.
That's so awesome.
And that was the end of that. But after he told me thank you and everything.
There's such a big art in
Story about Jody?
No, it's not.
There's such a big art in delivering statuettes. Like who knew that there was this like all choreography
I'm sure it
on
took
how to
days of
hand it.
practice.
Yeah, I mean, my walk wasn't as graceful in the first day. I was like, it just wasn't that graceful.
You have to practice your walk and all
yeah, they
that
were like,
stuff?
you have long legs, use them. And I was like, all right, I got you. Then we had to face the statue had to be faced. The face of the statue had to be faced to the crowd. Mm-hmm. So that was one of the aspects of it. And then I had to hold it from the bottom of my hand and then hold the middle. With my other
I mean,
hand.
so even before you even got to the Oscars, being in Hollywood the week before that, or what all were you doing? The
Okay,
whole
so
team,
yeah,
the 6 of you.
it was just a lot of networking and it was just networking and rehearsal. Not networking in the sense that we were brought to Disney Animation Studios and we got to meet the directors of Frozen and we got to ask them questions.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were great people.
Are you a Frozen fan?
I didn't see it beforehand, but I saw it on the plane ride back, and then I understood what all the fuss was about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a great story. And it grossed like $1 billion. So like,
It's
yeah.
awesome.
And the director of Frozen it's a guy and a girl, and the girl, she's the first director ever for Disney Animation Studios.
Okay.
So she's like, yeah.
And you met them?
Yeah, I met them. I was at the governor's ball. And I was like sitting with
Oh,
them.
how was that? How was the governor's ball?
Yeah, the governor's ball. It was
Star-studded, has everyone there.
Yeah, it was basically like a frat party, but with A-list celebrities and movie stars. and not as raunchy, but more classy.
Who was doing the keg stand?
So it's not. It's not
No,
like
was
a
doing the
Frank
keg stand. But yeah, I went inside. There's open bars, whatever. I was getting. There was a Wolfgang Puck was the guy who was serving all the food. I was getting shrimp, and right next to me was John Travolta.
Oh my god.
I didn't ask him about mispronouncing Idina Menzel's name. Yeah, I didn't ask him about that.
Dazeem.
Yeah.
Adele Dazeem.
Yeah, so he was right next to me. He's a Pulp Fiction, him and Samuel Jackson,
Yeah,
Quentin
and Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
That's
I remember I was here last interview, and I told
And
you
you
guys.
said Quentin
my
Tarantino,
favorite
John
director.
Travolta, and Samuel Jackson
Yeah.
were the people you wanted to meet in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I shook his hand. And I was like, "Hey." I was on Rutgers recess, and I mentioned your name.
That's so. Who knew 2 months later you would be in Hollywood doing it all?
Yeah.
So how do you feel that this experience, going to the Oscars, meeting all these people, is going to influence your future? Not only for you, but for Rutabaga Productions as a whole.
What happened so quickly? I don't remember anything. I'm joking. That was a joke.
Laugh.
But no, it was just. I think it gave me personally a lot of inspiration to one day be there for my own merit, for my own film, and I'm sure that whatever I go through, I try to feed off the energy to them, who I couldn't do anything without them. And yeah, just being a part. I'm 22 years old, and I got to be there, and
incredible.
it's an incredible thing. And I don't know. I guess I don't know how to really describe it too well because it's just like.
I think it's crazy.
It's a lot.
It must be crazy for your production team, but also for friends like us, me and Chisa. We were watching you at the Oscars.
Yeah, you have so many people that just knew you, and there's like.
And we're
that
taking
is Gene
pictures of the
on TV.
screen.
I've never taken that many pictures of a TV screen.
We've never been so proud. I was like texting Chisa. I was like, "Do you see this right now?" Like he was on our show 2 weeks ago. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You're helping us come up.
They straightened my hair. It was just.
I saw that.
Yeah. Did they put makeup on you and all
They
that
did.
stuff?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, he enjoys it.
Nah, it's alright.
But who didn't you meet that you really wish
Who
you
didn't I
met?
meet? Quentin Tarantino.
Okay. He wasn't there.
No, he
didn't
wasn't there,
go.
No. I didn't get to talk to Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh yeah. That's
But I
pretty
feel like we
bummer
made
for
eye
you.
contact when Chan Tatum
Oh, okay.
said our names. I looked at her and I was smiling.
You're like, hey.
Like you see me.
Yeah. Alfonso Cuarón, the director of Gravity.
Yeah.
First Latin filmmaker ever to win Best Director. Didn't catch him.
Wait, are you a little sad that it's not going to be you?
For what? Oh,
First, because if that was me, I'd be like, damn, I'm not going to be the first.
I'll be the first Colombian director.